Jeff, a question for you, a 1-minute response, please. You're a running mate of Councilman Strickland. Are there any philosophies or behaviors of Becky's that you would not emulate?
Well, I'll put it to you this way. I support most of what Becky supports. So we are two individuals. We are independent thinkers. I will always be aligned on everything that Becky's aligned on. But that's okay, because I don't expect two people to ever agree on everything. But Becky came to my need when I needed support from the town council. And I will do the same if somebody comes to me, because quite frankly, I don't want anybody to ever have to feel the way I did when I needed the help that I needed.
Thank you. We have come to the portion now for the candidates to ask a question of the other candidates. And Mark, we'll start with you. A 60-second response to your question. This is your opportunity to ask a question of any other candidate or of all the candidates. Thank you. Don?
Well, I really didn't write anything down, but I would just like to ask Mark, I guess, what's the definition of leadership?
Leadership to me is having a knowledge of, in the case of mayor, in the case of town, knowledge of the people, knowledge of the job, and being able to impart the information relating to the decisions of working to the council, to the staff, to the citizens themselves, in a way that will hopefully sway, in my case, the direction that I would like things to move. And of course, each council member has a similar obligation too.
Thank you. Jeff, this is your opportunity to ask a question of any of the other candidates or individuals or as a group, and they'll have 60 seconds to respond.
I don't have a question.
Rich?
No, not
Diane?
I would like to ask Mr. King a question if I could. And if, since Jeff is, they're kind of together here, I would, if you would like to answer this. On your recent mailing, you said, we support 2 lighted ball fields for the kids as requested by SRA. I spoke with Jay Copeland just before coming over here. He said SRA has never asked us for 2 additional fields because they have 4 now. What would be the need in going downhill to 2 fields? And he said they did appear before a budget workshop in which Michael Brandt, Ms. Strickland, Dwayne Crawford, the town clerk and the finance officer were present, and said they asked for 8 additional ball fields, some so that they could have collapsible fences for the older people and several safety features. So I was wondering where the 2 lighted ball fields came in.
I guess I was at that meeting. It was a budget meeting, and I believe it was February of 2006, and Mr. Copeland was sitting directly across from me. He was president of the SRA at that time. And he said that SRA needed 12 acres and 2 ball fields. And he said he wished he knew 10 years ago what he knows now, because there's money to be made in youth sports.
Thank you.
And Diane, did you want someone else to respond to that? Or Becky, your opportunity to ask a question of the panel. And John?
It'd take a little more than 1 minute to ask that question.
Thank you so much. Do you have any other questions?
Yeah, we have a few. So,
All right.
can we just write them down? I guess we're not.
Okay.
So this would, just for those of you who are here, if you have any burning questions, we actually should have gotten some, but we certainly anticipated getting more, and we anticipated candidates asking each other questions. So the good thing is, we're certainly not going to keep you here late, but we want to encourage you, if you have any questions, this is the time now, because we're actually at the point where we're almost to the bottom.
I have a,
Okay, if you would write it down, please, and give them to us, and if you do that as quickly as possible.
While these questions being written down, a 30-second response, then, that'll give us enough time to do this. And we'll just go straight down the line. We'll start with Rich and move this way. Do you believe the ball field project should have been put on a referendum?
I guess my first question is which part of it, I mean, the first part or the second part? I would say if you were looking at the whole thing as one entire project, the answer would be yes, because of the expense. However, the way it was broken up.
Diane, do you believe that the ball field project should have been put to a referendum? Jeff?
Yes, should have. It receives a lot of money. So I think the people have the right to say yea or nay.
Yes.
John?
No, because of the way it was done, we applied for half of it to be done by a grant. The grant fell through, we didn't get. And now that it's a lot cheaper to do it now than come back and do it later, we'll be saving the town a lot of money. So yes, it was referred at the week. It should have been put on the referendum. It was too late after the grant was turned down.
Don?
I say no, and I say that because of the obvious need. The obvious need is that we are continually growing. Obvious need is there's a lot of children everywhere, and they are growing. So to me, it was a very obvious need, and I think when the survey went out, people were very interested in that. And when you look around, if you didn't vote for it, I don't think you'd get reelected, because I don't say it in that way, but it was a need from the heart, and I think it was something that needed to happen. I'm with it on this.
And Mark?
No. The UNC school governor, who more or less writes the Bible for the counties and cities in North Carolina, lists a certain number of items that are mandatory for referendums, and I don't think this is one of them. This is something that the elected officials are elected to do, in my opinion, is to make a decision about spending after consulting with their constituents.
Thank you. At this time, we've got a couple of questions that are still coming in, so
We do, and to give you a chance to finish writing your questions, I'm going to suggest that we take a 5-minute break. We're still not going to be here at our 2-minute limit, but we feel like that'll give people a chance to get their questions in and give you a short break. And then what we'll do is we'll come back, we'll ask more questions from anyone here, and then you'll have your 2-minute wrap-ups. Okay? So 5 minutes.
thank you so much for sticking around and giving us an opportunity to collect some of these questions. And Patty and Sandra are still getting them sorted out, but I asked them to just kind of trickle a couple in so that we can start going through a few of these. Some of the questions ask the same question in different ways, so we're kind of sorting through that now. But to each candidate, the same question. You'll have 60 seconds to respond to this. And we will start with Mark. If Stokesdale can do without property tax, why can't Summerfield?
Summerfield has over the years had projects going that Stokesdale has had and determined